What is up, beautiful people? Welcome back to our channel. My name is Leo.
My name is Andy. And today we're checking out top 10 parkour wins. STORROR.
Well, boys, hold on. Give me a second, because someone called me up. And they said, yo, where's Leo? Leo, where's your shirt? Where's my shirt?
Yeah, I mean, it's only been like... Yo, Mello, can you do me a favor? Whenever you get a chance, can you find out the last time he wore the shirt?
I mean, it's been like 50 videos, but I get it. Here's a shirt. Where's your shirt?
He took a while looking for it.
But where's your shirt?
You didn't buy me one, you forgot?
Oh, so I had to...
Yeah, man, Tulum, yeah, you got my shirt?
Alright.
Didn't even give me one.
Yeah.
Back. Hello!
Oh, hey. What's
STORROR
up, guys?
Army, we salute you.
Salute you back.
Hi. I didn't see you come in.
Yeah.
So last week you saw our greatest fails, and this week you'll see our greatest parkour moments. Again, the format is similar. You guys decide what you think is the best ones.
A lot of people said that after watching last week's video that like they didn't want to go out and train after seeing it. So hopefully this one's going to reverse that. Rolling!
I know.
STORROR Army, if all of last week's fails happened at once, would you die or not? That's the question for today.
That's a sick question.
Sick question.
We have got topic number 1 to talk about. One of the greatest things to ever happen. Still.
One of the fattest doubles that's ever been done.
This is one of those moves that just does not age. Let's go.
You know the funniest thing about that is
Yo, he flew, huh?
I mean,
He's Superman, like, pushed.
This man's a cat.
This man flew!
you know the funniest thing about that is on Reddit. Did you see all that stuff like people convincing like other people that hate like having fans underneath and why? What the hell? No.
A bunch of like wannabe like physicists breaking it all down, like how it can't
No,
be
it's
real.
actually technically impossible. It's hit right.
It was photoshopped.
That's so funny.
I mean, I didn't know that was possible until you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, all I knew from the spot was that people went to the spot and did cat pass arm jump, and the cat pass arm jump looked big. And then this popped up.
Well, I remember we all wanted to go, and it was right near where we were having the Fredericia Jam, right? It was like just kind of up the road, and I knew that like cat pass precision was like on the cards. I was like, that could be a thing. Landed that really badly, and then just my chest was so high and far over that edge that I thought double technically should be easier.
Do you not think you would do it again then?
100% no.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
never
again.
Yeah, physically you'd be capable of doing it, but like
maybe with like
just mentally in the drive.
reminiscing on like last week's dive con bail that I did.
Oh my gosh.
Not too long after this. I think I was in the same mindset when I did this double. That could have gone bad for sure. Like, I knew I could do it. I knew I could physically do it. But now I think back on it, that like teenage years, definitely a chance. I could have ruined that.
Well, you actually have the world record for this move as well,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
Was the world record bigger than this clip?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
We need to get someone to measure
I
that.
think so.
If anything, it's like the same. Like,
Any
So far, bro.
Please go measure that.
Yeah, lying.
Do it, please.
The pop you get off that is absurd. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, absolutely fair play to people on Reddit thinking that it's fake.
Yeah.
Just look at
It
the
looks
pop.
unreal.
Oh my
That
god.
technique is like one of the best techniques I've
So
ever
he
seen.
brings
for a
his
double.
leg in and
Look at the
shoot.
pop.
This man literally looked like a frog. Like he put his leg in and then like pushed
It's just,
mid-air,
it's just,
bro.
how do you have that much strength to just catapult yourself so far, bro? What? Like it's like a rubber band. You know, like you shoot a rubber band and it like contracts and then it shoots out.
Hey!
Yeah, bro.
Flying squirrel, fully.
It's like no way could any human like put their chest over a wall
Like,
and get
put
that
his
much
leg
height
in.
on.
Whoop.
Yeah, the pop is like,
Crazy.
Look how high you go.
that's the beauty of double cat pass though.
Yeah.
It is the technique built to just clear two walls. The only proper double I did before that was IMAX.
I just love how casual this man just sits there like, yeah, you know, it's nothing, bro. You know,
Yeah.
it's the technique and all. Like, bruh.
I just don't understand.
You literally flew, bro, in the air. You like kicked off the air, bro. Like, my guy. Hey, casual, bro. I love him, bro.
Clear 2 walls. There's only proper double I did before.
Like everybody else is more hype. Like,
wow. I mean, you used to do like crazy big ones in Basingstoke Gym as well.
It was a really short process for me. Yeah, suddenly I was doing a lot of doubles, and then that one came up within 6 months of like practicing.
The biggest double ever done outside.
Next one! Staying with the old school theme, this is Malta Cliff Diving 2012. If you've watched that video, you know which
hey,
one.
Malta!
He isn't here to talk about it. Okay, play the team one first, because that is ridiculous. 27 metres.
Deep.
Back. He didn't do this the year before as well.
Look at that Hannah.
The sash.
That was terrifying because you know it's like a move that you know you could watch your brother like die.
Yeah.
I remember like, was it me and you standing in the lower jump? Fully talking about before, like, you know, like we might have to jump in. Like, be ready. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, I was
He was just on that mission. He knew from the beginning though that he wanted to game.
Like, really?
Yeah. Like, he had that in his mind every time we were like doing jumps and prepping. He was thinking like, I've got to be on game this time when we get to the arts. Like,
So everyone knows this is off a cliff the same height as the platform's Red Bull Divers Golf. I mean the tricks they're doing is unreal, but for like, I mean how old was
17.
17 year old like parkour dude.
So the crazy sad thing is, this whole cliff, the azure window is just no longer there anymore. It's slowly eroding, and then one storm day, the whole thing just crumbled into the water.
So happy it's gone, because we would have all had to have gained it for the 10-year doco.
The 10-year doco? What?
The what? Do you know what else is funny about this clip as well? Water is God.
Also, I've seen plans for a new, like, they're making the arch again, but like it looks like a big like metal remake of it. Like some weird artificial arch. We might have to jump off that.
It might be the same. It's good. Next clip.
So this is like a new age one.
New age. You would have seen it.
Oh, that shot.
Forget where the little cabin.
How big was this?
I think we worked out it was like 19.
So it was on the limit of like, ooh, is this possible? Is this not? Like all the like points of the river were too big. But then there was this one bit here that was a little smaller than the rest, and we're like, ooh, this is possible.
It was fractionally smaller. Yeah, I remember we were even on maps on the satellite and scrolling, trying to find the thinnest bit we could.
Sometimes it seems like kind of a recurring theme with some of the jumps. You're like sometimes a guinea pig. Max is kind of like the first person to go. And we're just like, we know this is the realm of our possibility, but Max is sometimes that person who just breaks through it. So it's like,
me and Drew were like, well, if Max does it, we probably have to start thinking about it.
Yeah, it's one of those weird things where it's like we're all sort of looking at it and it's like one of us does it, we're all gonna do it. Like,
No. Over and one.
Jeez.
The weird thing I thought about it was that straight away underneath the water level, there was that green sludge, and it was like, if your foot came down at that speed, that's a car crash waiting to happen. It's really dangerous.
What made it much better was creating that step up as well. Because without that, it wouldn't actually be possible.
This is as DIY as a step up gets. Found the materials just up here. That is so on.
In hindsight, I ran far too fast for it. I was like, and then all my weight was forward.
It's always good when when you're doing a running jump to sacrifice a tiny bit of speed for that extra bit of control.
It's funny as well because we all jumped the river and then we put a challenge on YouTube. If this video gets 50,000 likes, we will return and flip it. And guess what, YouTube? The video has got 50k likes, so we are planning to go back and flip the LA River.
It will happen.
It will happen. It will happen.
Cool.
On to the next.
oh, here we go. Yeah.
One of the most iconic parkour moments ever.
100%. Boys. Oh my god, where you like literally lands like right on the tip of it? Yeah.
Still get shivers.
I remember like sitting on those pipes and I...
Hold on, bro. Every time I see this, bro, it's just impossible to believe.
Still get shivers.
Like, bro. Like, bro.
I could have ended so wrong, bro. Oh
That's
my
nuts,
god.
bro. Absolutely nuts.
I remember like sitting on those pipes and I was thinking, oh my god.
Yes, bro.
Right.
Smell
Like,
awesome.
I'm getting like, excited just to see it happen. Like,
And if everywhere you guys can sit,
Yeah,
if
bro.
everywhere,
Yeah, it's
the
just,
pipes.
like,
I don't even know if it's stable or not. Leo is losing his, we're losing our minds.
You guys are wild for that, bro. Just to get a shot, bro. Nah, forget that, bro. Don't even jump it, bro. There's no way to put a camera. There's no way. There's no way. No. This man wants to sit on 4 rusty plumbing pipes and on the 12th floor. Are you out of your mind?
if I actually get to watch this, it's gonna be, and you're doing it. It's like, it's crazy.
This was 2016, this jump, and since you did this, it's been in the film, and it's been in like all our social medias, and it's been like
That's
more
more than 12.
of like
That's
public
more
reaction
than 12.
since.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it now?
Yeah, I don't know, because at the time, like, I knew it was possible, and I knew it could do it. It just needed me to, like, figure out the run-up, get that, like, block step up, like, to get up onto the wall for the run-up. And, like, it was everyone else's reactions that kind of, like, to me wanting to do it, that kind of, like, built it up more and more for me.
But you didn't realise how crazy it was
Yeah,
at the time.
yeah, I don't
Until
think
all
so.
of us were, mate.
yeah, exactly. Like, I can't remember who it was, went up to try and look for the gap that I was talking about.
Me? Yeah. And I was like, I don't know where it is, like I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, oh yeah, it's that one in the corner. And I was like, surely not, because I looked at that and that's not possible.
It was interesting to see something like that as well, because it lifted the whole morale of the group. Like seeing someone achieve something like that kind
It
of
set the
level,
bar.
it set the bar. And we were like, okay, open up the possibilities.
Callum stepping up.
Yeah,
to
like,
that.
everyone did it. Everyone came through. Mad shit.
That moment on that roof was just the fact that you were the only one for sure up for doing it. You were the only one. Like no one else was even like, oh, at least I'll have a little look.
Look at it, yeah.
Or like I could at least comprehend or see how that would work. Like everyone was like, really?
It's all you, bro.
It's all you, man.
I didn't even consider that at the time.
Yeah.
And do you know, like, one of the gnarliest things is, right, that he's just about to go for it, security come out, and then, like, half of us were thinking, oh, this is game over, and then through the back, behind the back of the security, like, a thumbs up comes up. He's like, still going for it.
We were already up on that roof for like half an hour to an hour or something. I was like nailing like the run up and everything, like making sure it's absolutely perfect.
That was good.
And then we were just about ready to get going, and then the security come up, and I was just thinking, no, there's no way. Like we can work around them.
I remember being halfway like packed up. I put the drone, took the stuff off the drone and everything, like and put it in. Didn't realise at all that you were even considering going for it a second time. I was like, surely not.
You did it for a second
It wasn't that the
time.
landing was bad, it was just like, it would be better.
You
with the
did
front
it
flip
twice.
So lucky that the front flip out was like spot on.
Not only did the first time you ended up on your tippy toes, which technically speaking, you said that's how you're supposed to land, and you know on the front half of your foot. But then you do it again, and then you do a flip.
Flippy poo, man.
Fuck that.
Rather than like the one in India.
Oh shit. You muppet.
I think people have been back for the jump, obviously fans, or people have like coincidentally been in the area and checked it out, and it's just like, from everyone I've heard, no one's even thought about the thing.
We went
I'd
love to see someone do it.
And there's something as well about being that high where it like alters your perspective. Like looking at it at that height, the depth and the height, it's just like, whoa. Like, it kind of plays in your mind, doesn't it?
It gives it an extra 2 feet more than it actually is.
God.
In your
mentally,
vision.
in your vision.
We measured it across the pipes. It was 16 foot, so it was like, okay, so it is doable. Like, and we've just got to like know that that is possible at ground level, so it should be possible up here, so long as I know 100% that I execute it perfectly.
Which you did, I guess.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, coming up next, we have a little throwback to the original roof culture.
Big flip.
It's like at the size of 25, I think.
Yeah, 25 steps, but it's also got a drop on the mat.
Very droppy.
What I found really scary about it was that, like, on takeoff, because there was like a window skylight right straight on the landing. So you're running at the takeoff, and then on the takeoff you've just got to veer it slightly right.
And also, you did it first, and then I did it second, and while I was prepping, the security guards came out onto the roof.
It felt like an operation at the time, like we were just everyone teamed up and.
You're alright. He's not alright. Chuck the mats in, and I told Callum to move, like, move Callum, move! And he just stayed there, and then Ben just, like,
You did not say anything!
I told him like 4 or 5.
Once I think you'd done it first, it felt like the whole team had like achieved something. It was one of those like.
I was gonna say that this is like our first ever like mission sort of team mission.
Because of the crash mats.
Yeah. Like we rented out a van, we got 2 crash mats, we scouted the area, like we knew exactly what we were doing before actually doing it.
Because we knew we would get kicked off.
Yeah.
We knew in order to get the crash mats there and then still have time to do it, we had to be like boom.
And like the process that we learned there, we took on to actually rooftop changing. Used it there, which is cool.
A weird thing about this jump, we were doing preps into the grass, just like off a big roof onto the crash mats. And then one of the preps on the roll, I hit my finger to my nose. I had like a really big nosebleed.
Oh yeah.
So doing this jump, I had 2 bits of tissue stuffed up my nose. And I remember the next day, my finger was bruised from my nose.
Whoa.
Weird.
So while you're doing this jump, you have 2 cotton buds. Stop bleeding nose.
Yeah.
Ooh. Next clip, we have the bridge to boat jump in Cannon.
Hold on, bro. I forgot how long this video was, bro. I gotta go get popcorn. Be right back, guys. Right back, just give me.
This man's always hungry. No, of course. No, hungry hippo. Hold on. Where's the popcorn?
Oh, you wanted some?
I mean, this man never offers. But put the headphones on. No, of course, it's greedy.
Sheesh.
Really heavy. This is a concept we did with Cannon, and the brief was moving obstacles. So when they gave us that brief, we were like, what could we do? And I think this was one of the first things that we came up with, like jumping off a bridge onto a moving boat that's coming underneath it.
But originally the idea was to get the boat coming in like forwards, and you cat pass onto the boat and then
roll the way
roll.
the momentum's taken.
Exactly, and then because the bridge was so low and the boats were like skimming under the beams on the bridge for health and safety reasons, you couldn't land on the boat and then duck underneath.
That would have been so
We
cool.
could have done that.
We could have done that.
Yeah. That's so crazy that there's like a gap in health and safety where it's like you can jump off the bridge onto a boat, but you can't duck underneath.
Yeah, like that's so much easier. That's so much easier. Like, surely just measure the height.
That was the one last change that made it so sketchy for us, because like me, Drew and Callum were like on the bridge, and it just looks like you're gonna cat pass, bolt off this bridge into nothing, and then suddenly this boat appears. And it's just like,
Do you know what the scariest thing is? That's what I'm looking at when I'm running up, just the sea. Yeah, and I've just got to trust Benj and Steve that they've judged it right.
One of the main elements of that, which is really cool, obviously you 3 did the jump, but there was so much coordination that went through. Like I was in the boat with Toby, he had his camera, like it was so cool to see.
Steve and Ben as fishermen, like marking out where we're gonna
jump. Every member of STORROR, like even the original members, were all there, like working together on the project. It was so cool.
It's so cool. I think the other like scary thing about it was the edges of the boat, because there was 3 of us who had to fit onto this like not massively wide thing, and we had to be kind of close to the edge, like not knowing, because it could move every time with like the current of the boat like being driven. It's like, oh man, that's so scary. Just thinking I could just cat pass over, I'm like half on the boat and just fucking
that was the most terrifying thing as well. Like they'd gone through so many times like and got it wrong, and that's why we had like Benjamin and Steve dressed as fishermen to kind of like track alongside like where the sides of the boat are.
Go! Go! Go!
Istanbul City in the background.
I need to put it back.
Cannon, where you at? Yeah? Cannon. Come on.
Moving swiftly on. Water is gone.
Water is cold.
Anyone see the mouse? Oh, there it is.
So this was another Roof Culture Asia highlight in Hong Kong. Toby with a crazy front flip roof gap.
So many variables to make this sketchy.
Why?
Perfect.
Why?
It's nowhere near just like a clean gap as well.
Yeah,
It's like a height that you have to avoid. You have to get like the vault off the end like perfect. You don't want to get too far along the landing roof that you're just gonna like stumble off. But like Toby got the cat pass out perfect.
Flying through the air like a seagull. The seagull does fly.
Yeah.
Wow, it was one of the first gaps that we had spotted in Roof Culture Asia. And it was like, this is one of those flip gaps that's like just a standout moment.
I remember coming back after like the first scouting day and you guys had found this jump and it was like, is it jumpable or is it flippable? Because like it was kind of easy to jump, but flipping would be the next level.
Easy to
You were
jump?
saying you'd rather side flip it than jump it.
Easy, simple, yeah, for sure.
Bruce, Drew bruised his heel one of the first tube days and essentially stepped down from this. And I can't remember when I decided to actually start thinking about the front flip, but it just started coming into my head. I thought it's definitely doable. I just hadn't done anything kind of like it in a while, and the variables were all a bit funny. I think it was how I was going to land after the second roof was what I was most worried about.
Because they have to say it's like a story drop off after the landing as well, into like pipes and
like if you over rotate and go weird, like that can be really bad. You have to be back off the story. You have to obviously concentrate on getting over the drop, but then really the challenge, like technically, is like passing off that.
That's control. That's what I found tough. In that first one, I definitely over rotate the front a little bit out of like hastiness and a little bit of nerves because the height, I guess, got me going a bit too hard. I remember feeling it up my front leg low, like bang up my front leg. Just managed to sort of pull through the cat pass, and then the next day I got it nice. I was happy with how it sort of rolled out next.
So you went back the next day?
We actually went back because it was too dark for the drone, and we realised how good the drone shot was. I knew it wasn't physically too bad after I'd done it, and knew that sort of was a bit of a warm up and prep. It was, if anything, it was good practice to sort of go again as well, because I knew there was no chance I was really going down the middle.
And the only way you could leave is through Callum rescuing you with an alarm door.
You can't even check the landing roof without like setting that alarm off as well. You should check out the full documentary as well. It's on Vimeo on demand.
And on iTunes now as well.
iTunes, baby. That's pretty much. Put it in the description, why not?
Roof Culture Asia, 2-hour documentary of us on skyscrapers for those of you that haven't seen it.
Still have to
It's
see.
the best film we've ever made, hands down.
That's just true.
What we got up next then?
What we got? Oh, POV.
Oh, okay. This is.
This run, right.
This was long, man.
How did you guys decide to make this video?
This was our first viral and our first POV.
Like me and Max were messing around with the POV setup and realised that if someone was in front, just the angle of the POV was 10 times better.
With the post office clip.
With the post office clip, yeah. Or maybe insert post office clip.
What was that?
Fire engine.
It's just like Ben's chasing Max on post office in Horsham, like running up, round, doing a roof gap, and it did so well on Instagram.
It was like the tester was like, wait, the POV would be 10 times better if there would be a person in front of it. So we went and tested it on that, and it worked on Instagram. So this was like a whole video concept.
Using roles as transitions, Drew was involved. And then after the first day in Southampton, driving home, we were like,
give me like a mouthpiece for the
this is my.
A lot of people like do think it's just one shot. It doesn't. If they watch it casually, they don't think much of it. I've had people, when we tell them there are transitions, they're like, oh, copped us out. It's like, well, if you look at it, it's very obvious.
Yeah, but like that long run in Portsmouth, that's one of the longest runs we've
ever done.
I think it was 47 seconds in length, so
I've never experienced that kind of fatigue from parkour before. Like, That was insane.
I collapsed.
Yeah, that was
insane.
And we did it 3 times as well, just to try and make our movement a bit smoother.
I put this in this sort of top 10 moments because it was kind of the birth of like
new story.
New story.
Yeah.
Like this is our very first viral video on
Like
YouTube.
probably most of the people, or like the oldest STORROR army people, would have found us from this video.
Or one of our POVs.
Or one.
It's kind of cool to know that kind of like information. That the POV video is like one of the first things that like went like viral. So it gives you ideas like, oh, so people are into seeing like the point of view of.
I mean, yeah, because it's like you're in their footsteps, I guess. And not a lot of people can do what they do, so seeing it like it's like
from that angle.
Same thing as a like a POV as like a roller coaster or whatever. You know?
I've actually done that.
Yeah.
Because I hate riding them.
That's what I'm saying. So you actually get to like kind of experience it, and it's pretty cool.
I watch it like to see how many drops there are and stuff like that. I'm serious, bro.
This is number 1 of.
I swear I do it, dog.
This is the 6th one recently.
I guess what this POV is representing all of the POVs we've done worldwide. Yeah, we've got a very interesting couple of POVs
I remember that video.
coming this year, more than a couple.
Yeah,
and they're gonna blow your craniums. Blow your craniums out.
It shivers, bro.
What we got up next then?
Here we go. Let's go.
Ooh!
Hey!
One of my all-time like funnest projects we did.
Yeah, so true.
So that there was our aim for the trip. Jump with monkeys, and that day we actually did it.
I reckon there was so much like jubilation and happiness at this point because we were kind of getting to a slight point where we weren't sure if it was possible to get any trips with them. It was like we were going out, we were testing the waters, we were going out in the mornings, kind of scouting about, seeing their kind of normal routines of how they move. And it was like, we were like, it's actually a lot harder to get close and be close to them, like, for one. And then to move with them was just like, but then that like, the garden spot, wherever it was just such a good feeling to kind of get that jump and
That's so cool.
When you play the clip in the photo, like just like that, it's easy to just it's just like that's cool. There must be loads of monkeys there. They just gotta jump at the right time. But how long?
That's
did
like
that?
the only time
that
we got that.
It's so hard to do. We went out for a whole project to shoot with the monkeys.
Get the camera,
and that was the
bruh.
only time we got
One person had a monkey in the head.
We also had to pay the woman who supposedly owned that building. You remember, so we could like get up there with permission and film them.
We were getting ready, I think, to move on or something, weren't we? And then we realised like this is the moment to get what we've come here for.
What surprised me with this was that like the monkeys were, I thought they would be more willing to like play and jump, but because they're just out there surviving, it's just life that don't trust you.
They don't care, like unless you have food.
I
don't give a shit about
I'm gonna run away from
that. Backflip, cool, so come on.
No way.
Don't watch that.
No way, dog. There's no way that actually happened, bro.
I'm gonna run away from
that. Backflip, cool, so come on.
Go watch that. It was just
so good
to jump with the monkeys and so satisfying when we finally managed it.
What do we got next?
the last one. When he was finish this gang though.
Yeah, buddy. These like the first videos we ever reacted to. Oh my
Mission,
god.
everyone had their own role. This is another one.
This I think is just such an iconic, like 2 buildings, flat drop, get from one to the other. Like, that is roof culture, that is hardcore.
So much went into that as well. Like, was it you 3 that found it?
I think originally it was me, Benj, and Drew. The Drew that found it.
We pretty much called everyone in. Like, we were all individually out scouting in different parts of the city, and you guys called us, and you were like, "Nah, we all need to come here now." And we were like, "Really? Is it something that good?" Like, and they were like, "No, seriously, this is the one." So we all come and see. It's like, "Oh shit,
This is the one.
This is the one.
When we found the jump, it was literally perfect.
My goodness, bro.
Chief.
How is that even good? Like, how do you even determine that, dog?
Grab the ruler, bro. Just, get one. What the Bruh, you can feel like a whole little like trailer.
You can put 2 cars in between, bro.
Literally.
But perfect roof jump apart from one thing, which was the run up to the actual jump, which is shiny metal.
And if you've ever been on like shiny metal that has like a layer of dust, it's just such a terrible material. Just like when you stamp your foot down, it gives no like sense of grip. and your foot just like keeps sliding. So it's basically like doing a death-defying roof gap with like quarter grip, which is just not okay.
And I think the more savage thing is like if you watch last week's video, Max's horrific fail when he slipped. Like how long before roof culture did that happen? Like I don't think many people know that that was before. You did that.
So yeah, the year before.
It's crazy.
Wow.
That's why we put tape down. Like you can see on the run up, we had like a pad of tape for our takeoff.
But he did it first.
First one. It was one of those things that's like, I don't know how you can commit to that, but like just had to step back and watch Max figure it out, because I was on the other end of the roof, just like one of those moments where I was like, my mind was a bit numb. I was like, whoa, this is crazy.
One thing I really liked about that moment, I just remember hearing those footsteps on the first roof, you running along.
Yeah, you could hear it from the road below.
It was that like banging, and then into nothing. It was like, whoa. Bang! Yeah! Oh my god! Yeah, I mean, and then after seeing Max do it, then me and Callum were like, this is something.
I don't
know, for me, it was like, I can't really turn this down right now. It's like such a rare
sweating,
rare time.
Yeah, since watching this video, bro.
There'd be one moment or one big jump that I had to like try and break, and you broke it for me and Callum for sure.
Yeah, that was a great moment, just on the other side, just seeing you two jump over just like so safely.
Yeah. I remember while you were prepping it, I was like, I think I stood up when we first went up there, I looked at the jump and I was like, jeez, I'm not like...
That's what's so cool about it, like everyone came back to meet in this like big huddle afterwards, and everyone had a photo or a video angle or something that just like came together to collectively make that whole scene. Like,
it wasn't just the fulfillment of the individual, it was like the whole group was like
that's what
fulfillment levels like through your roof.
Like the morale after that was like sky high.
Yeah, once again, go watch that fucking documentary.
So yeah guys, this is our favourites in no particular order, so if you feel like there's a 1, 2, 3 best, doesn't really matter. If you feel like there is, leave us a comment.
Or something that maybe we didn't show that you think is up there. Something that you remember that you think tops all of these.
That's for the hardcore STORROR Army fans.
So
STORROR updates.
So before all these clips, there'll be a number. So if you want to tell us your favourite clip, just write in the number in the comments.
Last week we had a lot of pain and sadness, and hopefully this has levelled out the playing field.
And brought a smile back to your lovely faces.
As always, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff.
Fish bash bosh. It's like that. Fish bash bosh.
Thank you guys. We got this. It's all worth it in the end.
Uber Eats.
Oh! Uber Eats! You want to stay for dinner?
Oh, let's stay outside the video.
Where's dinner at?
I mean, you have popcorn. And this man wants more dinner. My goodness.
We're inviting.
My goodness.
But they invited.
The boys said there's no top 10 here. Everything is just amazing for me.
You know what's special about this video, bro?
What?
That they went through a lot of the videos that we've like first ever watched, or like.
That's just crazy to me that we literally watched it and it's literally all their top things.
It's kind of nuts, man.
Yeah.
Time flies, man.
But if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna need you to subscribe, hit that post notification bell, see me post another video. Like the video if you like the video for the boys and the girls. Comment down below what video I should react to next. Anything else you wanna add?
Just a huge shout out to STORROR, bro. Especially them hitting us up that one time, bro. It just kind of like hyped us up and motivated us to just keep doing reactions, and look where we're at now, bro. How far we've come.
I have a shirt. I'm about to do a parkour film.
That's nuts. That's actually kind of crazy when you think about it.
And then we get hit up by Dom.
And just, it's like a, they say like a web. It spreads out.
Remember, keep it simple. And we'll see you beautiful people in the next one. But there's nothing simple about jumping over apartment buildings and roof culture and flippy poos. And yeah, you get it. We get it. Yeah.